Hello friends, today we will learn the third chapter of 10th standard, that is pair of linear equation in two variable. Today we will learn some basic concept of linear equation in two variable, and we will learn how to solve the linear equation in two variable by substitution method. Now let's start. Now first we have to learn about the pair of linear equation in two variable. First we will learn the general form of linear equation in two variable. The general form of pair of linear equation in two variable. Now the general form of linear equation in two variable is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a and b together not 0, which means that a and b together not 0. In other words, we can write that a square plus b square is not equal to 0. So you should ask in one marker that ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is a linear equation in two variable when this. So you may ask the condition. So you should remember the condition that a square plus b square is not equal to 0. Now we have a pair of linear equation and we have to solve the pair of linear equation. Now if I want to solve the pair of linear equation, then I have three possibilities. First, that the pair of linear equation has a unique solution. Unique solution, that means only one solution. So the condition which must be fulfilled will be a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. But before I use this, I will write here two equations. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. These are our two equations and we have to solve these two equations. So first, about unique solution. If a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then we can say that the pair of linear equation has unique solution. Now, if we have a condition a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then I can say that the pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. And the third condition which is possible is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. If we have such condition, we can say that the pair of linear equation has no solution. So friends, you must remember these three conditions. The first condition, that is for unique solution, if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then we have unique solution. And if you have a unique solution, then only you have to find the solution. If you have infinite or no solution, you do not have to find the solutions. For infinitely many solution, the condition is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. For no solution, the condition is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Now, if I draw the graph of it, then the graph for a unique solution will be an intersecting line. It will be an intersecting line, and the x and y is your solution. Now for infinitely many solution, we have a line which is common for both. So we have only one line which is also known as linearly dependent lines. And the third, that is no solution. The graph of this equation will be a parallel line. It will be a parallel line. Okay, so that you should remember that for unique solution, the graph of linear pair is a intersecting line. For infinitely many solution, it is just a single line, and for no solution, it is a line which are parallel to each other. Now we will learn the method of substitution to solve the pair of linear equation in two variable. So first we have to understand how to solve the pair of linear equation by substitution method. So first of all, we have to convert any one equation in either x or y form. So first you have to convert any one equation in either x or y form. Now you have to substitute it in another equation. You have to substitute it in another equation, and then you have to solve it. And when you solve, you will get one variable. You will get one variable. Now substitute or put this variable in any equation. We will get another variable. So what you should remember is you have to convert any one equation in either x or y form. Then you have to substitute it in another equation, and then you have to solve it. You should remember that if you have taken the substitution from first equation, then you have to put that value in second. If you have taken it from second, you have to put it in first. So now you have to solve it, and you will get one variable. Put this variable in any equation. You may put it in any equation, and we will get the another variable. Now we will learn such an example. Now we will do the sum of exercise 3.1, question 1, the first sum. X plus y is equal to 14 and x minus y is equal to 4. I will solve it using method of substitution. So as I have told you, first of all we have to convert any one equation in either x or y form. I will choose x plus y is equal to 14. I will convert it in x form. So what I have to do, the term without x should be taken on right side. Here I have plus y. If it goes on right side, it will be minus y. So this is called our substitution. I have to put this value, put x is equal to 14 minus y in equation number 2. This is first equation, this is second equation, right? We have to put x equal to 14 minus y in equation number 2. You have to write the equation which is x minus y is equal to 4. You have to substitute the value of x in bracket. So you should write it in bracket. Here that will no impact of doing bracket, but in the other sums, if you have a coefficient 2 or 3, then it will have impact on it. So now I have substitute 14 minus y as x. Now if I simplify it, I will have 14 minus y is equal to 4. Now minus y are like terms, so it can be simplified as minus 2y. Now I will take 14 on right side, so I have minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 14. And 4 minus 14, the simplification will be minus 10. So I have minus 2y is equal to minus 10. If I multiply it with minus 1, I will have 2y is equal to 10. And hence y is equal to 10 upon 2, that is 5. So I have got one variable. Again, I have taken the substitution of x from equation number 1. Then I have put it in equation number 2 and I have solved it. So I get the value of y. Now I will put y is equal to 5 in equation number 1. You can put it in any equation. The first equation we have is x plus y is equal to 14. Now I will put y is equal to 5. So I have x is equal to 14 minus 5. Now 14 minus 5, that will be 9. So I got the another variable. And friends, you have to remember to write the final answer. Therefore, solution of pair of linear equation is 9, 5. So first you have to write the value of x, and then you have to write the value of y. In this way, if you have any sum, you can solve and get the answer of x and y.